Hey folks, welcome to another adventure under the canopy. Getting a little brew on and set up camp already. We're out here for 3 days, so going to try and do some nice bushcrafting projects for you all and to get some practice in, as it's been quite some time since my last trip. I'm at my usual spot in the woods, and me and my pal here came across this beast. Now, whoever the wild man is that is using this for bushcrafting, you're hardcore, mate. That's a lot of weight to be carrying. I noticed you also left us a nice wood saw here, so much appreciated. I hope you enjoy the consumables that we left here last time, if that was you taking them. I mean, personally, I couldn't justify carrying that much weight with me on a bushcrafting trip. Great if you want to dig something, but other than that, that's a lot of weight. Although saying that, I just successfully built a nice fire pit here using this very same tool. As you can see, there's a nice trench there to allow for airflow to get into the bottom of the self-feeding fire structure that I've built here. So whoever you are, sir, thank you very much. I just made good use of this abandoned tool here. I'm not sure if you've abandoned it with the intention of coming back, or perhaps it was too much to carry back home, which wouldn't surprise me, hence why you've left it here. But either way, thank you, and appreciate that you've kept the area looking clean and tidy. Nice one. Our mystery friend has also left us this very convenient walking stick stroke club stroke golf club croquet hammer. Perfect. Thank you, friend. Yeah folks, so we'll be getting a fire lit soon. Not particularly cold tonight, about 13-14 degrees C, so fire's not an absolute necessity or anything, but always more pleasant when it's going. Yeah, we'll just be debating about what exactly we're gonna busy ourselves with tomorrow. But yeah, we're just chilling out today basically. Walked in 2.5 miles to this location up the Moody Hill that you're all familiar with from our previous videos. This is my first 3-day trip out into the woods for quite a few months now, so I was kind of looking forward to this, and so far it's turning out beautifully. And my pal here is just going to do some intricate carving work on this ready-made walking stick that we found here, courtesy of the wild man. Yeah, fully press it. Okay. Yeah, kill it, man. And the fire's burning nicely, lots of heat being produced, no chance of it going out. Just waiting for it to burn down into some nice coals for our barbecue. So here we just have our sausages cooking away nicely by the fire. Time to cook some nice white baps to go along to go along with them, and yeah, should be good eating in about 5-10 minutes. Right folks, so apart from doing a lot of eating and sitting by the fire, we've also just been practicing our trap building skills. Haven't built one of these for a while. As you can see here, what I've done is created a loop around the tree with some 550 paracord, and balanced on that loop on the tree is a sapling, most of the weight being obviously on this side to provide the upwards action on this side when the trap is released. And this is obviously tied to the trigger mechanism, which is very finely pivoted there. Slightest knock will send it upwards, and the anchor here is embedded probably about 3 inches into the ground here to provide the counterweight. And finally, from the toggle, we have the snare being supported by a small stick there to keep it open, and it's about just over fist sized, so perfect for small game such as rabbits. The trap can be varied to accommodate various types of quarry. The chances of catching anything if I just set it up against a random tree like this would be minimal. Obviously you need to do this kind of trap on a game trail or where you've seen signs of your quarry before. This is basically an alternative to the bent over sapling kind of spring trap. Same concept, but just kind of easier to set up in my opinion, as long as you have the cordage obviously. Ideally you want to bait it with food that you know that your quarry eats. Failing that, the feces of the animal that you intend to catch is also effective. Ultimately you want to minimize the human smell on the trap, which you can diminish by exposing it to smoke from a fire, for example. So basically it looks as if it is a part of the environment. And finally, the proof of the pudding is in the eating, so we'll go ahead and trigger this to see if it works. Perfect. As you can see, the noose has tightened up around our rabbit neck. And actually folks, I wasn't quite happy with that trigger there, because the noose rope was basically too long, so it wouldn't have suspended the animal high enough off the ground for safety. So I've just reset it again, and we'll have another trigger. Still not high enough, but I'm sure you understand the principle now. Just a little demonstration. And here we have the second trap. This is a double toggle snare trap. In this instance, tension is being provided by a suspended branch, quite a hefty piece of wood there, weighing a good 3 to 4 kilos perhaps. That lead rope goes down to the first toggle, which is attached to the bait stick, and the snare is actually placed on the ground, much wider snare this time, probably about 20 to 30 centimeters, with the aim of ensnaring the quarry's foot perhaps in the snare and releasing the trigger mechanism once it comes for the bait which will be placed in the middle of the snare. And just a quick test now to see whether it works. So we just reset the trap. Being a double toggle trap, there's more to consider, but you have got two ways of triggering the mechanism, as I said, either by foot or by touching the trigger stick. Essentially these traps are all about fine-tuning the triggering mechanism, and once you've got that set up correctly, then you should be good to go. And best of success. Let's see what happens. Yeah, when you're ready. Nice. By the way, my friend, if you're looking for your tools, they're just resting under this tree here, trying to keep them free from moisture. So if you need them again, this is where they are. So folks, this draws to conclusion another camping trip in the wilds of the woods of Kent. Hope you've enjoyed. Thanks for watching. This is All Outdoor One, signing out for now. Take care.